Do you remember what the opening scene looked like, Dish? It's like a shot over the city.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was actually not shot for Gremlins. That was actually shots not used in Christopher Reeve's Superman 4.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. The Gremlin lady definitely looks like some people I've worked with in the past. I've seen that bitch before. I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's some real life shit.
That looks like some real like Tijuana shit in La Sexta, bro. I'm not lying, bro. Welcome to the list, a show where we take on our all-time watch list, watch and review for review and pleasure. I am your host, Enterprises. With me, as sometimes
Bossman.
The title we are scratching off the list today is, of course, Gremlins Dose, the new batch. The Gremlins are back, and this time they've taken control of a New York City media mogul's high-tech skyscraper. It wasn't until now I realized I don't think this is considered a Christmas movie. No! Right?
Yeah, no.
There's no Christmas tree or nothing there.
No.
But we watched the first one and I'm going to link it for you right here. Yeah. Make sure you go and watch that. But hey, it's the second one. Who cares? This one is PG-13, something that the first one isn't, which makes sense because this is crazier, wilder, and just bigger than the first one. We have the main two cast members coming back, and you also have Howie Mandel voicing Gizmo. I didn't know that. Did you know that, Dish?
No.
We also have legend Christopher Lee in there. Very cool cast.
More budgety, you can say.
Yes, they did go for a little bit more budgety. Gizmo the puppet is still good. They didn't lower the quality, which happens sometimes when you have
cuter,
sequels.
I think it's cuter. I think it looks like kind of bigger.
I feel like it looks the same.
You think so? He looks more fluffier.
He looks more fluffier, but I definitely like that they had 4 gremlins that were distinctly like the bad guys. And most of the rest of the gremlins look different. In the first one, most of them all look pretty similar.
The same, yeah. You can change the color, tone, or spots and stuff like that, right?
And in this one, there's 4 distinct ones creating a mess. And each of those 4 kind of have like clones that are running around and doing whatever. So I really appreciated it and enjoy that part.
Okay.
Do you remember what the opening scene looked like, Dish? It's like a shot over the city.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was actually not shot for Gremlins. That was actually shots not used in Christopher Reeve's Superman 4.
Really?
Yeah. Those are flying scenes that were not used.
Warner Brothers production, right?
It's a Warner Brothers production. There's so much Warner Brothers cameos and stuff used from other things. Even the opening starts with a weird intro with like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. It's weird because I wasn't expecting it. And they're like arguing about like it's their 50th year and they got to do something. And then even after that, there's even more callbacks to other things. A big point in the movie is Rambo. Funny enough, Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo.
Where he's watching Rambo.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Plus, to save the day, he dresses up as Rambo.
Yeah.
Well, Christopher Columbus and director Joe Dante actually had to ask Sly for permission to use Rambo. So he said yes. But not only Rambo, you also got a Batman logo.
Yeah.
There's a Hulk Hogan cameo.
Yeah.
Which I'll circle back to and talk about that. But yeah.
More budgety.
It feels more budgety. The Gremlins are definitely nastier, uglier. They do wilder things.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it necessarily works for a better movie.
You mean this is better than the first one? Or
I think that because of some fourth wall breaking and some other things that they did, it was too disconnecting for me from the movie. At one point, they're reviewing the first Gremlins movie, with Homeboy's actual real review that he said. So his lines are his actual review that he had for Gremlins, the first Gremlins movie, and then Gremlins come out and kick his ass, and then the whole Hulk Hogan thing, stopping the Gremlins from showing the first movie Gremlins, and he had a whole I'm gonna kick your ass, brother.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense to me, and it felt super forced in just to have Hulk Hogan in there.
Yeah, I mean, it breaks up the story.
It breaks up the pace.
The pace, yeah.
It brings the movie to a screeching halt, to me. Like we're going, and
like,
then all of a sudden it stops.
Yeah, like if you're a kid, you don't understand that, you know.
Yeah, you don't understand it's not for kids anyway. It's PG-13, but
I know,
still,
yeah.
It was a little weird. And even while making this movie, there was dispute for that in the HBO, in the VHS version and the DVD version of the movie. They took out that Hulk Hogan scene out and replaced it with a John Wayne sequence where the Gremlins invade a John Wayne movie, and John Wayne is like shooting a gremlin in the head, and he shoots one in the throat.
Okay.
And when they stop the movie, it makes it look like they broke your VHS.
Yeah.
So it looks all weird, and then they come out and they're messing with it, and then it fixes it.
Okay. Yeah. That's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool, but I feel like both of those thingies are unnecessary and bring the movie to a halt.
Yeah. I get that. Yeah.
I don't think I care for it.
If you watch it closely, there are a lot of things that happens. I mean, they told you from the first one, like the rules. You know, they never respect the rules. Like there's some point when Gizmo is walking in the sunlight, it doesn't get
affected by it.
Yeah, affected by it.
I guess it's part of their nature, and they know that way. Like, how do they know that if that water makes them do that? I guess it's just in their nature, right?
Yeah. But it's kind of the same story, you know. We get Gremlins, they do it in a mess, but this bigger mess. They invade this just giant corporate shit.
Yeah.
They do experiment with the cells. That's kind of funny. They bring out a lot. The intelligent one is kind of cool.
The which one?
The one that like a scientist. He's just talking like a human.
Oh yeah, Brain.
The Brain, yeah, Brain.
The Brain Gremlin.
And then there was like the Spider Queen. They want to make it like cameo, like an alien.
It's just a wild hodgepodge of things. But I don't know if it ultimately. Do you like the first one or the second one better?
The first one.
I think I like the first one too. I think they tried to go too crazy for this one for my taste. They didn't know how to make it better, so they made it bigger.
Yeah. That's.
So I don't know if that works. I'm not gonna lie, the Gremlin lady definitely looks like some people I've worked with in the past. I've seen that bitch before. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yo,
that's some real life shit.
That looks like some real like Tijuana shit in La Sexta, bro. I'm not lying, bro. But yeah, it's just way crazier. Even by the way they die is super, super foul. I think.
Yeah.
But it's cool though. Like even them, the animated thing being electrocuted is cool.
That was cool. Yeah, it was cool.
The way they die and explode is very, very nasty.
Yeah.
And I'm just.
You're gonna keep saying they're nasty.
I just keep saying they're nasty because they are very, very nasty.
Green goo.
But do you remember there was this little controversy with Joe Dante talking about how Yoda, Baby Yoda, aka Grogu,
how they say that
they was stolen?
Yeah, from
Gizmo.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But I just felt like it's kind of hypocritical. Because of all the references he uses in this movie. You could say that Grogu borrowed the cuteness and the animation and some of the stuff from Gizmo. Yes, there are some very similar, like the ears, the way it moves, the way it doesn't really talk, but it can still communicate by not talking. All that was established perfectly by Gizmo. You directly stole references from established things, like I was saying, Rambo, Batman, Hulk Hogan. Like, I mean, Hulk Hogan doesn't really count.
No,
you literally use footage from a Superman movie, so it just feels super hypocritical for him to come out now and be like, he stole. Yeah, maybe he used you as an inspiration. Yeah, but you literally have a Batman symbol. I mean,
Grogu is based on Yoda. I mean, Yoda doesn't look not like Gizmo at all.
No,
So
but this is a baby Yoda.
Yeah.
They're probably like the same exact size. And when he like I say, I understand it. I see the references between them. I get it. But him having all these references felt really hypocritical to me.
Yeah.
I really like.
None of them survived, right? Remember?
No, none of them survived. But I've heard rumblings about a third one coming. There is the adventures of the old guy. Like they're gonna have an animated series on HBO Max of the old guy, his adventures with the Mogwai and all that other stuff. So that should be out soon, I guess. I don't know. My MVP was like Rambo and Gizmo.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
But I think it falls a bit short comparing it to the first one. I think they tried to go too hard in the paint.
Yeah.
And I feel like they slipped and fell a little bit too much. There's stuff that improved, but some other stuff went overboard with it. And I've also heard rumblings of a third movie. And if there were to be a third movie, I would see it. Yeah. I had not seen any of these two movies. I'm going to link the first review of the first Gremlins right over here for you to go and watch. Remember, don't give them no water.
No water. Don't feed them after midnight.
Don't feed them after midnight.
And
no sunlight.
No sunlight.
And always and forever, you do you.